So I have here a photograph that I want to retouch, and I always work on photographies on the document that I will be creating my designs on. I never do it on the original. That way I avoid making mistakes and damaging the original file. So all I have to do right now is click here on the center of my artboard or anywhere on my photo and just click and drag it into the top of my new document. Drag it down into the artboard, let go, and now that image has been placed as a layer in my document. My next step will be to resize it by holding down the command key and the letter T for free transform, and that way I can resize it into the area that I want. Maybe I'll keep it somewhere like that. Now click return or enter. So I have several tools that I can use to retouch my image. Now once I have placed my layer for my image, I want to always keep an original. So I'll click and drag that layer into the little plus box at the bottom of the layers palette, and now I have a copy of that image, and I'll hide my second copy, my original layer. Okay, now I have several areas that I can retouch and several tools that will work best for some areas, and some I'll try other tools. Uh, the first one that I want to try, if you count down 8 tools down, click and hold, and you'll see either the spot healing brush, and you have a menu with more tools underneath that. Now, spot healing brush is one of the easiest tools that you can use for retouching. And I will also try the patch tool, the content aware tool, and the clone stamp, which is the tool that we used to use before we had all those other tools. So with the spot healing brush, simply you have a brush that you just paint the area that you want to retouch, and he will grab similar pixels from around it to cover it up. So if I wanted to fix this little water drop, I would just highlight it and then it disappears. It's great for dust particles, little scribble lines that have clean areas around it. Okay. Now for areas with edges, it's a little bit hard because he may get confused on what exactly he's duplicating. So sometimes it will work pretty good for edges, and sometimes it may disrupt your image like I did right there. So I will have to use another tool for that type of area. The next tool that I can use is the patch tool. And the patch tool is great because I can actually select an area and cover it up with a much cleaner area and maintain the same color tonalities that I want for it. So let's say I wanted to fix this area in her forehead. I'm going to make a selection around that area, something like that. At the top, I have my options bar, and I have to make sure that my patch is in normal and is under source. Once I have that, I can click and drag that area into a similar, much cleaner area to have it cover it up, and I let go. And you can see that the texture has been applied, but it maintains the same color tonality. Another tool that I can use to delete areas and cover it up with the background is the content aware move tool. So with the content aware, one easy way to use it is same as the patch tool. You would select the area that you want to fix. Once you have your area selected, you go into the edit menu, fill, and on the fill, make sure that you select content aware and click OK. And there it is. That area is totally gone. You click on Command D. Now that area has been deleted and cover it up with similar background to it. Certain areas which are more difficult, like edges like this one or here in the eye, that need more work, you may want to try something like the clone stamp, which is a tool that is two tools below your content aware tool. Clone stamp takes a little bit of practice, and you have to be very careful with what you're cloning. Basically, you're making a selection of an area, copying that same area to cover up any damaged area. So let's say for areas like this one right here, which may grab pixels from around areas that you don't want, you are able to select the source area and cover up whatever you need. Now you need to keep playing with the source area and the retouch area in order to grab certain pixels that you want. So right now I have my clone stamp in this empty area, and I want to start erasing this line with similar pixels around it. So first I'm going to pinpoint my source area by holding down the Option key and clicking. And now I have a source. If I click hold, you'll see a cross of where my source is at. And now whatever that source is clicking on is exactly what is being copied. So you have to watch out in areas like this where you can copy or duplicate areas that are damaged. So I will undo that, and I will create a new source area, and every time that you want to switch source area, all you have to do is select a new one. So I'll hold down Option key, click, and now I have a new source area in another angle. So it's sort of like copying a paint. New source area. Now you're actually making a perfect copy of that area. So you have to be careful with color tonalities. Like here, I'm already seeing that there's a different tonality in this bottom than here, and it's making a line. So I can fix that later on. Either with the content aware or the spot healing brush, and smooth this out a little bit more. But it's great for small areas where you don't have a lot of great information, just to make small revisions, and you have to be very careful unto what's being duplicated and copied.